All right, we'll go ahead and get started with Patrick Saunders. Patrick, go ahead.
Sorry about that. Hey, Jeff. Question for you. In this short sprint of a season, I think it's kind of be all hands on deck. What do you look at your role right now? Are you looking principally to be the number 5 starter, which you're in competition for? Or do you think your skill set also projects as a long reliever, which might be really, really important this year?
Yeah, no, I think you hit it right on the head. It is going to be like an all hands on deck situation, and obviously different from anything anybody's used to. But the way I'm looking at it is I'm going to be ready for anything. It's kind of like Buddy's go-to line is just be ready for anything because anything can happen. So right now I'm in the mix to be a starter. If I have to go to the pen to help there, I'm definitely obviously willing to do that. I'll be ready to help in any way possible.
I know both you and Kyle tweaked their deliveries a little bit. Kyle with the leg kick, you with a different, arm angle, whatever. Where are you in comfort level in that now? Does it feel like it's supernatural and you're all ready to go?
Yeah, it feels very natural. Right now we're kind of fine tuning some things where, we're trying to, definitely see what some of the hitters are seeing, out of my hand, and just trying to really make sure that everything looks the same from a hand position point of view and from an effort point of view. So that's been great getting to see guys like Story and Nolan in the box, and guys that are really, in tune with that kind of stuff, and I've definitely gotten some good feedback from those guys.
Excellent. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thomas Harding, Kevin Henry, any of you guys have any questions? Oh, Thomas, go ahead.
Yeah. First, thanks for talking to us. Secondly, watching those hitters, they kind of got here facing guys who had thrown for a while. It's hard to step in against real major league pitching. How quickly has the adjustment happened, and are you at all surprised that some of these hitters have really kind of adjusted to the pitching?
Yeah, no, it doesn't surprise me at all because I know these guys and I know what their work ethic is like. So I know that when everything got shut down, I knew that they weren't shutting it down. Just like the pitchers weren't shutting it down. So I think looking back to last year, we all definitely have a little bit to prove. With the down year, but I think that's kind of what fueled us during the shutdown is, we're going to be ready to go whenever that bell rings. And, so far what we've seen in camp, these guys haven't skipped a beat.
Which guys on this team have kind of told you something by the way they're swinging the bat right now?
The one that jumps out to me right away is Hilliard. He's definitely made some strides, and he's seen the ball really well. Tony Walter's another guy that's seen the ball really well, putting some really good swings on him. But that's just a testament to what those guys were doing over the shutdown. And I know for a fact, because I was living right down the road from Tony, that he was working his tail off, and both offensively and defensively, because he was catching our pens as well. So really excited to see how all the work pays off for those guys.
And during the shutdown, we talked about this a little bit, but during the shutdown, can you kind of discuss the role that D. Scott played in getting a mound around the people and driving around and making sure that you guys had pretty much everything you needed at the time? Yeah,
he was amazing. Having him in Arizona, in the Scottsdale area, was huge. I know for the guys that aren't from there, guys that were kind of landlocked there, like Yensi and Tinoco and Jairo and guys like that, he made it really easy for those guys to get their work in, because they were, some guys were stuck in hotels with nothing really to do but, sit in a hotel room and work out of a hotel weight room. So he was huge, bringing the mound. He had it in the back of his pickup, and he would drive it, to whatever park we let him know, and he would show up with it. We'd get our work in, and he'd be on his way. So, he was everything we could have asked for during that time.
And the last thing, you guys had a lot of Zoom meetings, got to know each other by that. First of all, what did that do for you just in preparation, or even just in, I guess, togetherness among guys on the team?
Yeah, it was cool. Getting to sit down and really just listen to some guys and hear where they're at and hear kind of mindset wise, what they've been through and what they're working on now, and what's made them able to have the success that they've had and stuff like that. But it was good. We learned a lot from Steve Merriman. He did a lot of the analytics talks, a lot of the technology-based stuff, and a lot, I know, I definitely don't understand all of it, but after talking with him, it made it a little bit easier. So really thankful that the coaches, set that time aside for us, and I felt like every time we got on one of those calls, we all got something out of it, which was great.
Hey, thank you very much, Jeff.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, Kevin Henry with the final questions.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff, for the time. Appreciate it. Hey, curious, talked to some of the pitchers about what it's been like to do spring training 2.0 at altitude. What has that been for you, and how has that helped or hindered what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I think it's been great. Getting a little bit of extra time, playing in this atmosphere has been great. We get to really, mess around with some stuff that we might not have normally gotten to do. Pitch-wise, bullpen-wise, even in-game situation. Getting to really feel what it's like to build up in this atmosphere. I know, for some guys, including myself, like first time we went out and threw 2 innings, it was kind of like it was definitely harder than what it was like in Arizona building up, just dealing with your breathing and that kind of stuff. So it was definitely a different, it was a change of pace from what we're used to building up in Arizona, but I think this could be good for us.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you hopping on.
Yeah, thank you.